Welcome to the 2013 470 World Championships in La Rochelle, France, which are taking place as part of the 470 class 50th anniversary celebrations. Over 600 sailors from more than 40 nations are in La Rochelle. The weather did not look too promising for the first day of the 5-race qualification series, with the first rain seen here in weeks. An overhead storm only added to the opening day tension in the boat park as sailors prepared their boats. Some seemed a little stressed, whilst for others, including 3-time world champion Matt Belcher, the morning routine was cool, calm and collected as he prepared under the watchful eyes of his iconic coach Viktor Kovalenko, who was celebrating his birthday. Many teams have already spent a couple of weeks here in La Rochelle in order to train and get used to the weather and the current, so today it is not the first day sailing for most of the teams.
We've been here for 2 weeks, and then we went 1 week home to rest, and then we came back 5 days ago. So we did quite some preparations. We didn't have exact wind like we expect. We got a lot of breeze from the land instead of sea breeze, but anyway, we were sailing here. We tried to check the current, which has a huge effect, and try to get used to the place and the venue and the water.
We've been in La Rochelle for a couple of weeks now, I suppose, and just sort of getting used to the conditions, used to the place, back into racing again for us. We had a bit of a break at home between Europeans and now. So yeah, I mean, we're just looking forward to the week. We're hoping the weather holds out, and yeah, what we get is what we get.
We start the day in the women's race course, where the 53 boats were split into yellow and blue fleets, racing in a steady breeze of around 15 knots and choppy waves. In the opening race, Lecointre and Geron had a clear lead from the start of the race and rounded the downwind gate in first, with Great Britain's Vegolin and McIntyre following in second, which these two teams held to the finish, with Vadlau and Ogar, the young Austrian pair, catching up to finish in 4th place, and 2008 Olympic champion Ressisi, who partnered with 2012 Olympic rower Cook, were in 5th. Race 2 was another easy win for Lecointre and Geron, who were clearly relishing the conditions. Over in the blue fleet, not the best opener for Croatia's Olympians Ninčević and Zupan, who scored a penalty after starting early. Taking the middle line start were Great Britain's Seabright and Carpenter, who took a clear lead. The rest of the fleet had a fairly even start, and heading upwind split across the left and right tracks as the wind increased to around 18 knots. Minutes after, and at the downwind gate, the Brazilian pair of Oliveira and Babachan were leading, with Mills and Clark in second, and the Dutch pair of Kiranaku and Van Ven in third. Not a lot of things changed till the end, and the Brazilians scored the bullet, filling themselves with confidence. Over on the men's race area, the fleet was split into 3 fleets, with the 114 teams seeded for this opening day based on past performance. A steadily increasing wind had reached gusts of up to 22 knots by their 3rd race of the day. In the yellow fleet, the world #1 team of Belcher and Ryan had already secured 2 race wins, but took a slightly less impressive start in race 3. Just minutes after the start, the Australians found themselves blocked in the middle of the fleet, with the Greeks Mantis and Kayalis a few meters leeward. Both teams managed to recover with fast boat speed and were up at the front by the 2nd rounding of the downwind gate. The Aussies pushed hard to get their 3rd win, but the Greeks were just too far ahead and took the finishing gun. In the blue fleet, Fantella and Marinic of Croatia, who yesterday won the 470 Legends Trophy, started at the front and looked set to deliver another top 10 performance after a 2 and 8 in the previous 2 races. Austria's world #2 pair Schmid and Reitsteider steered a faultless upwind leg to round in second, just behind the Kiwi pair of Snow Hansen and Wilcox. After 3 races, Belcher Ryan lead the 470 men fleet, Labouchere-Labert in second and Snow Hansen Wilcox in third. In the women, Alain Powery lead with Lacointre Geron second and China's Zhu and Yu in third. Day 2 of qualifications is tomorrow. Stay tuned.